Separating the truth from the lies. Coming at you from the Newnan, Georgia, heavily climate engineered skies. About to receive a heavy dose of the shock treatment. Warning, warning, Will Robinson. Extreme adult content alert. Adult eyes for your eyes only. Adult eyes only. The Society for Creative Anachronism, I've been trying to warn you people for a while, quite some time, is a sex cult. Breaking. The SCA is a sex cult. And this person who wrote it, by the name of Bernhardt, says that this has been a long time coming. And I have to agree, it has been a long time coming. As you see at the top right, it's Penzic War 2018, I do believe. It's a documentary triage that someone did. And seemed to discuss that the SCA members, they're like a secret society, even though they're out in the open with all this nonsense that appear to be family friendly. But according to this article, they do things with, well, let's just say I came across information that says you can swap households in there within the SCA kingdom. What's that about? That the SCA involves in group sex, orgies, swinging, wife swapping. Remember I mentioned swapping households? A wife can leave one household and go to another. Child sex. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, Nelly. And all manner of a truly sickening behavior. During the day, the SCA camps and gatherings look basically family friendly, with the medieval LARPing, fireball, fireball, something that on the surface would appear to be family friendly and very cartoonish, I might add. This escapism, this altered reality, this role playing. After the sun goes down, SCA camps become orgies, with the participants still remaining in character. Don't make me say "sir" and add the name to it, because believe me, I knew this was happening. I had a gut feeling. I've been invited many times to go to wars for the weekend, and I didn't go because I knew there's a dark side to all this. When you see your friend that used to be known since 13 years old change and become shady, this new character, role-playing character, consumes their identity. Facebook page overran with it. This is all they think about. This is all they do. This is all their identity's about. Yeah, Houston, we have a problem, a big one. It's a cult. All right, there's nothing good about this. Potty mouth people in there. I mean, these people are. It's just it's a circus. Is what it is. All right, it's not even like the Civil War reenactors that reenact actual battles. What battles are they reenacting? Do tell, because I haven't heard one battle that they can name. They just get out there and just act a fool and look like fools too. I mean, they're dressed medieval as they take their modern cars there, I wouldn't have a problem with it if they didn't consume the identity. I have a friend of mine who I taught Georgia history with. He was in the 8th grade with me on a different team, and when we were teachers, and he did Civil War reenactment, but it didn't consume his personality of who he was. All right, but this guy and these people, this is all they think about. Mighty blow, lightning, lightning. It's unbelievable. It's sick, is what is twisted, and this confirms just how sick it is. Oh man, what happens in the SCA stays in the SCA, does it not, sir? Add a name there. The SCA is a cult. SCA people divide the world into those who are in the SCA and those who are not. Oh yeah, they call you the mundane. What is mundane? Doesn't that mean boring? Very mundane? Very ordinary? They think they're above you. That's what I gather, and take a look. There's the proof. Bam. And those who are not the SCA, and the SCA people are obviously superior than those who are not in the SCA. So if you're not interested in playing dress up and being in altered reality and acting a fool, playing with swords like a little kid. How old are you? You 30 years old you're pushing? Unbelievable. Spending every weekend in a reenactment instead of being with their families and dedicating all your free time and money to the SCA, then you are clearly stupid and inferior. Yeah, they're saying if you're not in the SCA doing all these things, then apparently you and I are stupid and inferior. We are mundane, which is an insult. If you're intelligent, you would share the SCA's cults and interests. Well, by the way, I am intelligent. That's why I avoid this shit, all right? It's demonic. It comes from the bowels of hell. Tried to tell you people this, and the family members of one who's actually in it. Word has it that they can't leave the SCA. You can't leave it. You better love it once you're in it because they got the dirt on you. Did you hear about the sex orgies? Did you see what they do with children? Huh? You try to leave that and you're busted. Oh, they'll let the cat out of the bag, baby. You better plaster your Facebook with freaking SCA stuff. This is disgusting. Yes, and they quasi-bully people into coming to the SCA gatherings. Yeah, I've been there, done that. And they target people who are already somewhat isolated or psychologically vulnerable. I mean, need we say more? No further questions, Your Honor. I rest my case for the Society of Consenting Adults. So is the SCA a cult? This is another one. Person who's actually been in it. And yeah, it's a cult. Defining the cult right there. The group will have elitist view, right? It has a hierarchy, king and queen, right? Servants and people under it. They have to answer to them, and believe me, they answer to them even outside of life. All right? Don't kid yourself. They're manipulated too. A lot of the sheeple in there. Their leaders may claim a special exclusive knowledge, power, or authority. So they actually think they're an actual kingdom. I want you to get this straight. They think they're a kingdom within this nation. It's like a nation within a nation. That's what they really think. Seriously. They actually have, I think they have a court too. They believe they are the one true medievalism and take a critical stance regarding everyone else while at the same time praising and exalting their own group, leaders, and work. Their way is the only way that will work, and any other ideas are ridiculed. See, they ridicule, they attack anyone who doesn't think like them. The hive mindset. That's what they are. They're sheeple, they're truly sheeple. They use intimidation tactics, psychological manipulation to members loyal to their ranks. You can read it right there. You can read it right there. Members will be expected to give substantial support to the group. Could be compulsory fees, coercive methods of instilling guilt on the members, personal work performed for the leader's benefit, blah, blah, blah. There will be great emphasis on loyalty to the group. Oh, yes, there is. As evident by, just go to any one of their profiles. This is who they are. They're not the John Smith that's on the birth certificate. It's Sir, whatever name you want to add to that, trying to be medieval after that, right? They have little or no time to think for themselves because of physical and emotional exhaustion. There'll be a great deal of control over almost all aspects of their lives, private lives also. All right? Tell me that ain't a cult. Any dissent or questioning of the group's teachings is discouraged, and you could read on right there. Members are required to demonstrate their loyalty to the group in some way. This could be in the form of spying on fellow members, including family, under the guise of looking out for unity. The leaders will tell them terrible things about people not in the group and encourage them to spread these rumors. All right? Attempts to leave or reveal embarrassing facts about the group, just like we just saw in the last article, will be met with threats. No further questions again, Your Honor. I rest my case for the Society of Consulting Adults, but not consulting children, I'm sure. Some abuses of rights, abuse of individuality. They adopt a groupness or hive mindset. The fighters in the group are required to wear a uniform of some sort every time they enter the list of any combat. Abuse of intimacy with friends. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've experienced this with someone that was in that's in the SA right now. Totally wrecked the relationship. Totally. And I've seen it. I've seen it. All of it changed, and so has his brother. But you know what? I'm helping expose the SCA. I hope these people wake up. All right? Because God's watching you and recording everything you do. I do and say. All right? He sees what goes behind the scenes. Oh yes, he does. It's getting put in your book, and when you go to meet your maker, that book's getting cracked open. Cracker. That's right. Crack-a-lacking. Abuse of intimacy. Relationships with friends or any not in the group are eventually broken. Yeah. Alrighty then. It's us versus them mentality. They use the word mundane or the enlightened. Anyone or everything outside the group is seen as evil or unenlightened. Of course they're enlightened. By the dark side, Lucifer. Abuse of time and energy. Abuse of free will. Abuse of chivalry and honor. Personality changes, seen there, check. Paranoid, check. Social disorientation, check. Discombobulated, check. Severe guilt complexes, check. Always playing the victim, check. And then the cherry on the cake. The cherry on the cake. Let's see here. It appears the king of the Eastern Kingdom, I guess, has abdicated his throne because he's been charged with murder. Now, this is very little details to this. Getting arrested getting arrested for murdering one of your own subjects. We'll do that. Is a commentary. His name is Majesty Luis. So that's a This Just In. R. Rondon, 48 of New Windsor. Very little details on that, but apparently they're talking about it on this Reddit. Mr. Rondon has abdicated his position of King of the East. Her Majesty, the King of the East, Queen of the East, will continue as Queen going forward. All right, so he's been arrested for accused of killing one of his own. Now, within the kingdom, that means. This broke October 12th, which is just now, or just yesterday. And I guess we're going to be digging in for more information. If anybody else gets any more information on this, but let Shakalaka know. Let me know. It's late, and I got to get the shock treatment uploaded, but I think that's a wrap. I mean, if anybody that hears this that's in the SCA, it's irrefutable. Irrefutable. Plus, I had my own experience of someone I used to know that was, that's in the SCA. So we're going to find more information, but just know shady dealings, shady things are going on when the sun goes down, or that sun simulator goes down, right? And and when I came across the information saying they swap households, that the wife could leave or the husband could leave, that's, what is that code language for swapping? Swap households, or maybe it's not code language, it's right in your face. You know, evil is just rising in everybody's face right now, and a lot of sheeple don't believe that these things are happening, but it is. You know, the kidnappings, the satanic rituals, the chemtrails in the air, the vaccinations that they want to force vaccinate with Section 13 that's unseen by you because your caregiver, put that in quotes, doesn't give it to you. Says it's not tested for carcinogenic DNA mutation or infertility potential. But the sheeple still take their vaccines as they pop the big pharma pills, as they wash it down with crapped tap water. It's unbelievable. And they think cell phones don't emit radiation. They think 5G is a joke. No, the yoke's on you, jerky. Wake up, folks. Wake up. It's getting dark out there in this fallen world. It really is. Better give your soul right to Jesus. And if you claim you're a Christian and you're in the SCA, that's between you and God. But I'm telling you, when you breathe the last breath on terra firma, earth, and breathe the next one eternity, and you still in the SCA, I have a good feeling that after he's done reading his book to you, he's going to pull a lever, Jesus or God himself, and go, going down, You might think you're saved, but you're having a form of godliness, but denying the power of. Going to church, trying to look squeaky clean, huh? Meanwhile, all this going on behind the scenes. Well, I knew this was going on. This confirms it. So it's time to get that person. It's time to sound the alarm and get that person out. All right, get you. If you have a brother or someone another family member in this, or if you yourself are in it, get out. And I got someone on my YouTube channel that's been commenting that alerted me to this murder case. All right, commenting and saying this is definitely a cult. It is wicked, man. All right, the secret society of consenting adults. Until next time, I think we all received, in one way or another on this one, the shock treatment.